Hey, what's up, everyone? This is me, Dre. Now, I'm supposed to be in the kitchen right now making some homemade buttercream frosting and then preparing some cupcakes for my coworkers tomorrow. But right now, earlier in the day, before I went to work, I saw this video that one of my friends posted on Facebook. Now, recently in the news, we're all aware that, 2-3 weeks ago in Ferguson, Missouri, Michael Brown, young teenager, was shot and killed by a police officer. So there's been a lot of incidents that have been going on with civilians getting killed by the cops. In those instances, you're talking about black people at the receiving end of ass kickings by cops. Those are who are supposed to protect and serve. But in this video that I saw, this is about a white guy in somewhere in South Carolina in a Walmart. And what I saw from the video was pretty shocking because it's one of those things to where cops tried to detain him, and one overzealous cop, took it above what he was supposed to and started pounding on this guy simply because he wouldn't cooperate. Now, I understand the stress levels that cops have to deal with, but this didn't really look like one of those things to where they had guns flying at them. You had two cops, 200 plus pounds, apprehending one gentleman. Now, for me, as I stated in a lot of my videos, I don't try to make this about race because regardless of the ethnicity, when I see that someone like this, a civilian like myself, being handled the way they were against a police officer in particular, that's when I'm more prone to speak out. Not only that, but because I mentioned my best friend, his name is Troy. I won't say his last name because I didn't get his permission, but my best friend Troy is white. I've known him for 30 plus years. We've been friends since we were in the 7th grade. And when I see this video, I'm thinking this could be my friend Troy. This could be his son that this is happening to. This could be my friend Clint that I went to high school with. We were in marching band together. This could be my friend Martin. This could be a number of different people, white people that I've grown up with, that could be at the receiving end of this ass whooping, and the outrage is all the same. So as a civilian, this is the problem that we're having, is because we understand if we do wrong, but at the same time, it's not like they try to tase them. Maybe the actions didn't require the police to go that far, but the one cop beating on this gentleman, that's the problem. That's the outcry, because in any other situation where there were no eyes watching, it could have gotten a lot worse. And of course, my main thing is where cops, they paint the picture so that when internal affairs steps in, they don't find themselves in deeper trouble. Now, and that's the one thing that I'm worried about. And just like with my previous video where they were talking about Michael Brown having been killed because of his attitude, I'm not trying to say that this is a situation where this guy should have been killed, but he exhibited the attitude like he didn't want to be detained. So does that mean that the cops should have shot him? But then when you look at this, they only went as far as to use a little bit of excessive force. The end result is they were able to get his hands behind him. But when you watch the video, watch how they handle him. Not just, primarily after the whooping, one cop is on his back. He's resting about 85% of his body weight with his knee in the middle of this guy's back, close to the middle of his shoulder blades. And then the cop that was serving this ass whooping to this guy, he comes around to the front, to the top of this guy's head, rests his knee on the top of the guy's head. Doesn't look like he was putting all of his body weight, but I'm guessing a good 45-50% of his body weight. We're talking about heavy cops here. You're talking about a guy whose head is on the ground, nothing under it to cushion it, and then you have this extra weight pressing down on you. That's the problem that I'm showing, is just this kind of action. We were talking about two cops. Yeah, it may have required two cops to handle him, but beating on this guy was totally unnecessary. And so for those who might think, well, in the instance of Michael Brown, because I know I have my friend Scotty's Troll friend from YouTube, he and I, we oppose on a lot of things, but I think he's a really cool guy. But at the same time, he said that, Michael Brown was a thug because he supposedly, as the cop said, pushed him into his car, tried to take his gun, and then when he ran away, he turned around and charged towards the cop. I can make another video about that. That's total bullshit, by the way. But the whole misuse of the word thug, this guy right here, this white gentleman resisting arrest, does that make him a thug? The situation is almost the same. there's no proof that Michael Brown tried to charge. And as I stated, I can't delve too far into that because this is about this poor gentleman that got his ass kicked by the cops in a Walmart at that. But you be the judge. I'm going to leave a link to this video so that you guys can watch it. It's unfortunate. I'm sure he's going to be all right. He was able to walk under his own power, you know, once the cops lifted him up. But be sure to leave your comments. I appreciate the support that you guys give out there. Be sure to hit that like button, share it with your friends. Peace.